Guys, thank you for coming back. In today's video, we're going to talk about the Dolphins NFL schedule for this upcoming season. So the NFL just released the NFL schedule for every single team. The Super Bowl odds have changed, fluctuated, everything has changed. But right now, is this season going to be easy or tough for the Miami Dolphins? So in this video, I basically want to talk about what the heck is going on, my predictions, what could possibly go wrong, what possibly could go right for the Miami Dolphins. We're going to talk about all that stuff right now. So this is basically the schedule. We're going to start the preseason off with the Atlanta Falcons, the Houston Texans, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. There's going to be 3 preseason games, and then we're going to start off the regular season against the Chargers. And then the Patriots, the Broncos, and then the Buffalo Bills. So I do see the first month already being tough. Okay, I did see the strength of schedule. If you guys want, I'll put it up in a little bit. But the strength of schedule for the Dolphins, it's not easy. Okay, it's not going to be an easy road for the Dolphins to make to the playoffs, right? And honestly, it sucks to say that they're probably going to go 9-8, maybe 10-7 this season again. I could already see them going 2-2, maybe 3-1 in the first 4 weeks. I do believe they'll beat the Chargers. I think it's always a battle against the Patriots, but I do believe at Foxborough will probably drop that one. The Denver Broncos, I do believe, will beat them. It just really depends on how Sean Payton and that whole Denver offense and oral actually comes to play a part. And the Buffalo Bills, for some reason in my gut, I just really dislike the Buffalo Bills. But I do believe how the Dolphins have been trying to basically change and upgrade their defense, especially with Jalen Ramsey, especially by bringing back in key players into the defense. I do believe will slow down Josh Allen and beat the Buffalo Bills. We'll be 3-1 or 2-2 in the beginning of the season. Week 5 will be going against the New York Giants. That's going to be a heck of a game. I'm actually going to that game. It's going to be great. The Panthers will beat the Panthers. Come on, guys. Week 7, the Philadelphia Eagles at Philly. Come on, we have to be. I'm a Dolphins fan, but we have to be realistic at the same time. I think we'll lose this game, honestly. I think it'll be close, but we'll probably lose it. Week 8 against the Patriots, I think that's a dub. Week 9 against the Kansas City Chiefs, and honestly, it is not at Kansas City. It's at Deutsche Bank Park. Hopefully I said that one right. So it's a game outside the States. I do believe is in Denmark. I have to double check, but it's going to be a heck of a game. I think that's another L for us. Week 10 is a bye week. Week 11 against the Raiders will win. Week 12 is one of the games I'm actually circling up in my calendar. Aaron Rodgers went to the Jets. Okay, so I do have a couple family members that are diehard Jets fans, and man, I don't want to go 1-1 or 0-2 against the Jets this year. I want to go 2-0 against the Jets. Hopefully, that's what every Dolphin fan actually wants. So, and it's all about the in-division games, right? Those in-division games are critical, and I do believe our division is probably the toughest division in all of football right now. Okay, last year was the Eagles division with the Giants and the Cowboys and the Commanders. This season, I do believe it's our division: Patriots, Jets, Bills, Dolphins. It's going to be a heck of a battle to see who wins that division crown. Week 13 against the Commanders, 14 against the Titans. I do believe that's 2 easy wins back to back. Week 15 back in Miami where the Jets come in. Week 16 against the Cowboys, and week 17 against the Ravens, and we end off the season with the Buffalo Bills. Like, honestly, guys, before you continue to see this video, like, what do you predict, right? Again, maybe 10-7, 9-8. And it just sucks because the Dolphins have always had that issue, right? They've always had that same little issue where they just can't get over the hump of what's next, right? Like, how the heck can we improve and just get better every season, right? It's been a while since the Dolphins have won 12 games, 11 games, 13 games for the matter of fact. It's just hard overall to see what the heck is going to happen. So right here, guys, it's the strength of schedule. The hardest schedule that is out right now is for the Philadelphia Eagles. Their opponents combined 2022 win percentage was 0.566%. Okay, so the Eagles do have the toughest schedule based off of last season, and the Dolphins have the second toughest also based off of last season. The Patriots number 3, Cowboys and Giants are tied. The Jets are number 6 and the Bills are number 7. Again, I do believe in division games is going to be very key for the Dolphins in order to make the playoffs and win that division crown, because the Patriots, the Bills, and even the who else? And the Jets, they're all in the top 7 for the hardest schedule of the NFL this upcoming season. And just for giggles, the easiest one is the Falcons, Saints, Texans. I'm actually very interested to see where the Packers are going to go, and they're at 24. Okay, so they have, I guess, a pretty easy thing. And it already depends, because now that Aaron Rodgers and the Jets, uh, Jordan Love is gonna take command of that, right? So it just really depends on what's gonna happen for the rest of the season for a lot of these different teams, just to see. And another thing I did want to show you, and I do think is also important to show, is Super Bowl odds, right? So after the schedule has been released through the 2024 Super Bowl odds, the Kansas City Chiefs, they have been favored, okay? They just won the Super Bowl. The Eagles are number 2, Bengals are number 3, the Bills number 4, the Niners number 5. Those are the 5 teams that basically like made a huge push in the playoffs last season. And one of the ones that has been a surprising one is the New York Jets. Obviously, with the addition of Aaron Rodgers, stuff like that changes. And right here, guys, right here are the Dolphins, man. Right there are the Dolphins, man. They have a plus 3,000 odds to win the Super Bowl. Hopefully, those odds change after the first couple weeks, just to see how the defense actually starts to execute. I do believe, if possible, we could probably have a top 3 defense in the NFL. Probably be Niners, Jets, Dolphins, right? So, hey, it is what it is, bro. We have a great front 7. We have a good secondary with Xavier Howard and Jalen Ramsey. I think the Dolphins have a good shot to make a huge push into the playoffs. Now, with all these things going on, it just really depends on who's healthy, who's not healthy, right? Injuries are a part of the game. And honestly, guys, if the Dolphins could stay healthy, the secondary could stay healthy, if we could continue to put pressure on these quarterbacks, the Dolphins could be a huge threat. And the second biggest thing is Tua has to be very, very consistent with the football. We have to protect the football, okay, or running game, okay. Now, I've said this in other videos prior. The Dolphins have to change up their offense a little bit. I just feel like last season the RPO option, the run pass option, scheme played pretty well the first 10 games of the season, right? Now that has to change, because in the last 7 games, teams started to notice how to slow down Tyreek Hill, how to slow down Jalen Waddle, how to slow down Tua. Now, Tua has been hurt because of concussions or whatever. And that's going to be a third big issue. We have to protect Mr. Tua. We have to make sure the left arm cannon guy is safe. If all these things could happen, obviously it's the professional football, it's hard. But if they could stay somewhat healthy, if they could stay somewhat consistent on the offense and defensive side of the ball, the Dolphins will make the playoffs. And I do believe they just won't leave in the first round. They'll win the first round, because if they, it's just so many different variables. I think the Chiefs, Bengals, Bills are probably going to be top 3 like every freaking season. And the Dolphins will probably play in the first round. It doesn't matter who they play, they'll win. And in the second round, they'll play one of those top 3 teams. And from there, we'll see who's the healthiest team there, right? So that right there is basically the NFL schedule for the Dolphins. Is it easy? Is it not? What's going to happen? Just let me know. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think is going to be the end result for the Dolphins. Are they going to be 8-9, 9-8, 10-7? What do you guys think? Please remember to hit that like button, subscribe down to the channel. See you guys next time. Peace and love, and bye.